recommend take the vaccines. I did it. It's good. Take the vaccines. But no, that's okay. That's all right. You got your freedoms. But I happen to take the vaccine. If it doesn't work, you'll be the first to know.
Trump held a rally in Alabama over the weekend, and as you could see from the video, got booed when he encouraged his supporters to get vaccinated, which is fascinating because the original thought was that as long as Donald Trump tells his supporters to do something, they'll do it. So there's been a tremendous amount of pressure on Trump to A, admit that he's been fully vaccinated, but B, to encourage his supporters to get vaccinated. But the propaganda against the vaccine in right-wing media has been so powerful that his own supporters booed him during this rally in Alabama, which by the way happens to be the least fully vaccinated state in the country. Now, Coleman, where the rally was hosted, is experiencing a rise in cases that has matched its previous peak from late December. The city declared a COVID state of emergency to provide extra emergency support for the rally. So great use of taxpayer money there. Alabama has the lowest vaccination rate in the United States, which is just more than 36% of its population having been fully vaccinated. Governor Kay Ivey, a Republican, has said the unvaccinated folks are to blame for COVID's resurgence in the state. And I have some more pretty devastating stats for you in just a minute, but Cenk.
So this is actually the dog wagging the tail. So you hear that statement usually in reverse, but I want you to understand how these chain of events are going. The Republican politicians are way more corrupt than the Republican voters. So the politicians are worse in that case. But in terms of lack of knowledge and pure ignorance, the Republican voters are as bad as it gets, and they're even worse than their own politicians. So there's a very right-wing governor of Alabama saying, for God's sake, we're all dying, and it's almost all Republicans. So what are we doing, right? They're like, boo! Wait, now they, some of course have objected to what she says. Then their beloved, sainted Donald Trump comes up and says, I took the vaccine. Boo! That guy, I can't believe he protected himself. You should be more like us. And so a couple of weeks ago, I said on the show that I was gonna try not to call people morons, specifically right-wingers. I've utterly failed. Because only 36% are vaccinated in Alabama. What are you guys doing, you morons? You're literally killing yourself. You're in a death cult and you don't realize it. I don't mind if you hate me. I got to try to do something to shake you out of your complacency. You're partly endangering our lives because our kids are not vaccinated, and yes, we can get sick again even though we're vaccinated. But mainly, you're just endangering your lives because the people who are vaccinated, almost none of us die. Okay, we can get sick, but very few of us die. You guys are killing yourselves. We're trying to help you, but you refuse it. Even when Trump says it, you refuse it. So, okay, how does the chain work? Because a lot of people think Trump says something and hence Republican voters believe it. It's actually a little bit in reverse. And we told you about this when Trump was running back all the way back in 2015, 2016, because Trump would A/B test messages in front of an audience. And whatever they liked more, he would repeat and repeat. And so immigrants are bad, right? Yeah, goddamn right, immigrants are terrible. Rapists? Yes, they're rapists and criminals, that's right? And so he's just a con man. He's a good con man. And so con man listens to his audience, and when they boo, he backs away. So
right, that's why he immediately followed it with, you have your freedoms, you have your freedoms.
Exactly.
And by the way, I mean, think about it. This is a rally where his supporters are in close quarters with one another. They're very close to one another, unmasked. Clearly, a giant percentage of them are unvaccinated. And so this is yet another one of Trump's super spreader events. I mean, in the very least, he's encouraging them to get vaccinated, but I guarantee you, following that reaction from his supporters in Alabama, he's probably gonna be pretty quiet in encouraging people to get vaccinated.
Yeah, and that's, you took the prediction right out of my mouth. But there's one other part of this chain, and that's media, right-wing media. And so today, Alex Jones was yelling at Donald Trump and he even called him a dumbass for saying what he said in Alabama. He's like, how dare you say something right once in your life? So now, because Trump said, maybe you should protect your life like I did, they're like, what a dumbass. You know we're not supposed to protect our lives, right? 40% of Republican voters, not 4%, not 14%, 40% of Republican voters said they'll never take the vaccine. So it's partly the voters themselves, then the media, Fox News, Alex Jones, etc., Facebook posts, all pushing them in insane directions like ivermectin that's supposed to deworm horses. They're like, oh yeah, they told me to take the thing for cattle. Love it, I'm taking the thing for cattle, man. I'm gonna deworm myself. And then you say, oh, how about the thing that every doctor suggested? Oh, hell no, man, doctors are stupid, Alex Jones is smart. And if Donald Trump disagrees with Alex Jones or Tucker Carlson, then he's a dumbass. So that's what's driving this, and they're never gonna listen to reason. They're doing it out of emotion, and one of the emotions they have is rage. And so whoever feeds the rage better wins. And so Alex Jones, through his lies, Tucker Carlson, through his lies, feeds the rage better. And so now Donald Trump's behind the 8 ball on rage, and that con man is not gonna sit still. He's gonna try to outflank them. So our guess here is going forward, now that he got upbraided by both Alex Jones and the mob in Alabama, Donald Trump from now on will never tell you take the vaccine again. Instead, he'll start talking against the vaccine going forward. That's our prediction. You'll see it with your own eyes as things progress.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.